Oh, well, welcome to Sporty Monday. Another beautiful week. We have lots of content lined up for you. Of course, Raburu has decided to be away today, but nonetheless, we have lots of stuff coming up, including the school games. Saint Nick Mwendwa, is he back at the FKF? All this coming up shortly. First things first, though. My name is Isaac Swila. Welcome to the program. And I'm joined by, of course, Steve Shitera.
Asante sana, we're back. Yeah.
How's the weekend?
Weekend was good. I was happy. Nick is back. We'll discuss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even in England, where we had no action.
No action, but there was action off the pitch.
Off the pitch.
Chelsea changing over to Graham Potter. I think it's another discussion there.
Graham Potter, we're gonna tackle that in a short while, but Arocho, karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
New look, this is
well, you know, it's an appointment week. This is a very important week.
But you're always three-piece.
Yes, no, I'm preparing for my appointment. Anytime I can get a call.
Off the field or on the field?
On the pitch.
As a sports, yes?
Yeah, no, anywhere. Anywhere you place me.
Anywhere we place you?
Yes,
Okay.
but I had a lovely weekend. I enjoyed some time with my family, and basically there were no action in English Premier League, but all in all, a lovely weekend.
Well, lovely weekend. Let's get it going, and we begin in down south, where, of course, our very own Shujaa were in action at the Rugby Sevens World Cup, but it wasn't really a very good performance. Of course, Shujaa finishing at a dismal position, 12th. Shitera, not a very good outing. Your take from that assignment in South Africa?
I think for the second time we are posting very uncomfortable results, and this really points out to the whole picture of the sports fraternity in the country, that there is a lot to be done. Football, athletics, rugby, and with the new regime in place, probably they really need to focus so much on sports, because rugby has been, I would say, our mainstay for a very long time before we started crumbling. I think the transition of the players is something that will raise concern, because we have new players who really need to have been taken through the drill to post such good performance. So I think there is a lot more to be done in the whole sports industry to ensure that the disciplines that we used to do well, we retain them, even as we add new ones, like the 100 meters by Omanyala. That is something that we really need to champion. Javelin, we saw Yego bagging a bronze at the Commonwealth. That is something also that we really need to put up with it, so that we can really... sports has always been giving us the name out there, and we really need not to accept that we are going down, and yes, we are down. We really need to work our way up in as much as rugby is concerned, because we've well been known because of the performance we've been posting, and such results are really not good to our face.
Arocho, you've always talked of transition and, of course, having consistency. But look at it this way. The team did very well in North America. And, of course, there was hope now. Coach Damian McGrath is getting his tactics and script right. But look at that poor outing in South Africa. Where do you think it went wrong for Shujaa?
Well, I'll once again talk about the transition. I think Damian McGrath is a coach who came in at a very difficult time as far as our rugby is concerned. When you look back into the way we've performed as far as bringing in coaches, you realize that there's a time we had Mike Friday. We've brought in coaches, several coaches in a very short time. And you know, when every coach comes in, he comes with his philosophy. And of course, at times he brings in new blood in terms of the players. So I think, once again, I'm going to center my argument on transition because I think he's not got the time to really get his groove. But as Shujaa has said, I think our associations are also to blame because of the way we handle our issues. Just the other day, I think Rugby had a mini election or something of that kind. When
at the weekend.
Yes, they had a mini election where they brought in some directors into the fore. And there was a point that that election has been postponed for some time. And even the election I'm talking about was to be postponed until the world governing body threatened to withdraw Kenya from the international assignments. That's when we went for that particular election. So it's just about how we handle our issues, our local issues. And once we don't handle our local issues well, it translates to our performance. And I think this is what has happened with our team.
So going forward, what should McGrath do? More young players into the squad, drop the experienced players? What must he really tinker with?
I saw him naming some old players back into the team, but I think he was just trying to gel the old and the new, because perhaps after seeing the performance of the young lads, he thought that they were not really performing to the levels that were expected. Yes, blending is okay, but I think rugby is a journey like any other sport. A player cannot just be picked from oblivion for the lack
just because he performed.
Yeah, for lack of a better one, oblivion into the national team, and you expect him to perform in the international stages. So it's a transition, both as from the technical part, even the players are transiting. So while we do all that, I think we just need to be patient. As a country, we need to be patient, and to add more infrastructure into the game.
Talking of